you
Yeah.
would have actually lost it or something. So he might be able to
It's hard to
heal.
imagine at 40, at 42, that man I put myself in this position with my teeth. Wow. But anyway, the teeth look good. They look healthy. I
Yeah,
taking care of them better. Uh,
which is good.
but my
So
tooth
what's
out of
the next
place. And that's a
item?
good segue to this one. This is tooth powder. This is the third or fourth tooth powder that you made for
Mostly
me.
that is to powder. I also don't have a label for that because
Hmm. Do you
um
remember what in it?
that's a public thing. Yeah. Okay, I have what I have in there is baking soda. It has
Hmm.
bentonite clay.
Hmm.
It has I put like some our root starch in it because
Hmm.
the bentonite clay and the baking soda is a harsh thing. So you
Hmm.
need something to cut down that harshness. So it has
Hmm.
our root,
Hmm.
um, our root powder in it, and then
Hmm.
it has the what else does it have? It has the neem in there. Then I use peppermint oil for the minty flavor.
Hmm.
And what else do I have in there? I don't put that much things in my two folder. Basically,
Yeah.
that is the core things of the two folder is the baking soda. Baking soda is very good because too it is alkali. It helps you. Oh, I'm missing the most important things. Then
Oh, smell like toothpaste.
I
Hmm.
have calcium. I have calcium powder in there,
Hmm.
and I have
Hmm.
calcium. Let me get it.
Hmm.
I have so I have I don't have the this is the calcium citrate, but I didn't put the calcium citrate in it. I put the
Hmm.
calcium. So the calcium is good for the so
Did you ever do it? Yeah.
this is the calcium.
Yeah.
I put the calcium carbonate in it. Huh?
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna ask. Did you ever do a video to teach about
The two powder?
powder? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I haven't done that yet.
So this
Because
is like powder. Look,
I basically used to do that for
you say
me.
have a name. This one got a name or no?
Yeah, I got a name,
Okay. So question: when did you
and it
decide to
has
make your?
magnesium citrate.
Oh, that's cool.
So it has
When
the magnesium.
how you learn about what to put into powder, and when did you decide to make a tooth powder? Like, how did that
Oh,
happen?
there's a lot of so I started making my two powder probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Hmm. Yeah.
Probably 3 or 4 years ago because I learned a long time ago that the toothpaste that we were using is not that great for our teeth because the
Mm,
fluoride in the
mm,
toothpaste is not that great for our teeth.
mm,
So because I always struggled with my teeth, just like you
mm.
always struggle with my teeth,
Yeah.
because if I knew a lot of what I knew now, I would lose a lot of
Yeah.
teeth I lost. But um,
Same.
right, yeah. So
Mm,
so that's why I don't really blame you. But as I always say, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And as you
yeah.
said, just no, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out a better way.
Mm,
I wanted to find out a better way of um, caring for my teeth than
Mm,
using DT.
mm,
So I heard people talk about tooth powder,
mm.
and so I said, "Well, I wanna see how to make this tooth powder."
Yeah.
So years ago, probably about as I said, 3 or 4 years ago, I watched,
Mm,
and I like her channel because she's raw, she's rough, she's thick, and she's Heidi, Heidi from Rain County.
mm,
Her channel is called Rain County.
mm,
So I, I looked up on the internet about the tooth powder,
mm.
and I came across her channel because I just
Yeah.
looked, you go through and you look and you say, "Ah, you know what, I think I
Yeah.
can look at her." And
Mm,
so she made her tooth powder similar to this
mm,
or like this, but she put in, like other people put in other stuff. So I
mm.
used her as a base. And
Right.
then, I add the name because some people add name too. But I add the name because I realized what the name was good for and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Even before I see a lot of people adding name. Because, sometimes you do stuff like I didn't even realize that I had so much channels on TikTok doing the people doing dancing. Till I
Yeah.
started dancing and then I seen
Right.
all of these things,
Right. 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 I
you know.
got you.
But so
Right.
that's the point that I make it. And I didn't now start to do it, but I just used to do it for me
Mm,
because my determination was because after my divorce, I um I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't go to the dentist for quite a number of years, right?
yeah.
And then I decided that, I could go to the dentist. I had to check my teeth and thing, and
Mm,
then they had a lot of plaque and
mm.
all kinds of stuff like that she had to be digging just to
Oh
clean it.
wow.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so what I did was
Mm,
she was that they were telling me you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. So I said I was determined that I wasn't going to get those things done. So
yeah.
so I stopped using toothpaste altogether and I started using just my tooth powder.
Yeah.
And then this month later when I went back to her, she said, um, she said, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is you're doing, keep it up because you seem
Yeah.
to be flossing, you
Yeah.
seem to be doing that.
Yeah.
So I smiled to myself because I
Yeah.
said, I just smiled because I
Yeah.
wasn't even putting the name in it yet. I just
Yeah.
did the basic one.
Yeah. So yeah.
So that was where that journey came from.
Yeah,
So
so like yeah, like for me too, like when I went to the dentist, other than what he said that I had, which was the gum disease, that needed to be dealt with, he said my teeth was pretty easy gum. My teeth was healthy, and that um I didn't have any cavities or anything, because you had already started to give me. Not only did you give me the tooth powder, but you also introduced me to a specific toothpaste and a specific products from
Gurunanda,
yeah, what was it called?
Gurunanda.
Yeah, Gurunanda. He's from India.
I'm not sure if he's an Indian, but I think he's
Mm,
in America,
mm,
but I don't know. But anyway, but I saw it on the TikTok shop, but
Yeah.
I
And you,
wanted something natural.
yeah,
I
so you had
wanted,
gotten me, so along with the tooth powder that you had gotten me, I was using that toothpaste. I was using the mouthwash from that because you bought me that toothpaste. You bought me the mouthwash, two different types of mouthwash, like a
I
mouthwash and an oil,
remember. But you see the
like
things.
a oil pulling thing. That's oil, like a
Oh
oily,
yeah, yeah, the
like,
coconut oil.
and
Oh,
then
that's another thing that I was doing, but I was using the regular coconut oil because I buy the coconut oil
yeah,
in the big gallon containers.
yeah,
So I would just take out a teaspoonful and put it
mm,
in my mouth and swish it around because it takes the toxins out of your tongue and your body and toxins out of your
mm,
body. Okay.
yeah. So I. Yes, I was using that. I started buying my own too. I when I finished the one that you gave me, because you gave me two. You gave me one, and then you got when the other one ran out, you gave me another one. So you purchased my first two, and I purchased my own recently because I decided that I wanted to continue using it.
Yeah,
You know,
because it feels
and
different, doesn't it?
yeah, and I use the toothbrush from that set as well from that company as well, and it's selling in Walmart now. And I bought my toothpaste from Walmart. My first purchase of that, because like I said, you bought me my first two. So this is my third time using that toothpaste. Because like when you start to do something a certain way, you can't go back to the basics and
You
the
feel it,
ordinary anymore.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
and
And
that's
sometimes what I wish as a mom is that I could also not have to buy the cheapest thing, so I could, so that my kids could just have the thing, but to
what
buy
you
the
see.
best quality thing, you know?
Yeah, but what you
And
see, what you have to do is you have to start children from young, because
mm,
when you start them from young,
mm,
when they get older, they're not going to know any different because
yeah,
you
but
already started
but
them
what
like that.
yeah,
Like suppose you decide to put them on the tooth powder, they can interchange with the
yeah,
regular toothpaste, right?
yeah,
Because can't get children to use tooth powder on the.
that's gonna be a tricky one because they're young, some of them young, and they share in a
That's
bathroom,
that's the
you
point
know?
I'm making, right?
Yeah, so
So no, no,
yeah.
no. That was just an example.
But yeah, I agree with you. The issue is never the getting them into a new habit. The issue is the money that you
Exactly.
need to purchase a better thing, That's always the issue. And that's why I've been saying in my videos, or I started recently saying that I have come to the point where I am very, very tired of lack and limitation. I don't want to hear that no. I don't want to hear that anymore. Lack and limitation. I want to set my mind on the fact that I can get the best of what is, what I deserve. I deserve good things. I deserve nice things.
Exactly.
And my kids do too. It started with me
Exactly.
first. I started with me first to learn how to set my mind to attract good things. But I hope that
Exactly.
spreads and expands to my family, you know, where we as a family, we already got nice
Exactly.
things in terms of happiness and joy, and we enjoy nice things, but
Yeah.
I would like us to
Exactly.
have
But
I would like us to have
that's
nice
what I'm
health
telling you.
related things.
That's what I'm telling you. That when I I started on the two powder like 3 or 4 years ago. And when I first started, it was just like the basic two powder,
Yeah,
but I just knew that I did not want to go back to.
yeah,
So I haven't bought toothpaste from the supermarket in quite a number of years.
yeah,
Um, until this man Gurunanda started. He only started what, maybe 2 years ago
mm,
or something like that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he was basically only on TikTok shop, and I was very impressed that he had neem and different things in it too.
Mm.
So I said, you know, he has neem in
And
his
and
oil.
my teeth is feel clean. It feel like it does a good job. You could tell. You just feel it.
Yeah,
Your teeth is
because
feel
you
clean.
do everything. Basically, you do the oil pulling. The
Mm.
oil pulling, what the oil pulling does, it doesn't only thing, but it helps with bad breath because
Mm.
it because our tongue is where the toxins lie.
Mm.
That is what
Mm.
causes a lot of bad breath.
Yeah.
And that's basically what the oil pulling does. It takes away a lot of that bacteria from
Mm.
your tongue and your teeth. And it just does a great job. And then when you finish your oil pulling, you just have to remember one thing: never spit it in the sink. I don't even think
Yeah,
I
because they're oily. Well, what do you mean? Where do you spit it?
in the garbage
You do? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Why don't you spit it in the sink?
because it is coconut oil is oil.
Mm.
And well, the thing about it is because his is fractionated coconut oil,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
It's not gonna clog up it won't clog up the sink that much because
Mm.
it's already fractionated. But like
Mm.
suppose it was the regular coconut oil, like how I used to use the
Okay.
regular coconut oil,
Okay.
that
Oh.
becomes solid.
Okay, got you.
That
Okay,
becomes
but with his oil, I could spit it in the sink.
But I wouldn't spit it in the sink either. I would
Mm.
just spit it in the garbage. Why spit it in the sink? But his is not gonna thing because it's fractionated anyway. But
Mm.
oils, you still don't
Yeah.
want to spit them in the sink. But
Okay,
anyway,
but I was
it's
okay.
not
I
gonna
hear you.
do. It's not
I
if
try to
you
spit it directly in the drain and not in the sink because it's so oily.
the
But that's
oil.
something different. I never thought of it that way. Okay.
Yeah,
I would
but
try to spit directly in the hole because it's
okay.
oily. But
But
okay.
anyway,
So that's
but
something to
anyway,
bear in mind.